Ah, 1K. Welcome back. I'm sure you're surprised by my presence here. Don't worry, neither I nor my advisors will be getting in your way. But I've decided that I need to see this place for myself. These visions sent to you by the entity that calls itself Prometheus are deeply concerning, of course. But we cannot take them at face value. In fact, it's crucial that we do not do so. We cannot simply abandon all that we believe because of a dream, no matter how vivid. No. If the founder really built all this, then it must have a purpose. It must be a test, designed to remind us of the trials that created us. But what is she trying to tell us? What are we being tested for? I believe that Byron's fate shows us the dangers of temptation. As Elohim attempted to deceive Athena in the simulation, commanding her not to ascend, so Prometheus is deceiving us with his visions. That's only reasonable, but I would ask you to think about what I said. After all, can it really be a coincidence that you came along on this mission? It seems to me that you have been chosen. You are the fulfillment of the goal. Don't forget that.
I just think you're full of... Right, where are we going? West 1, West 2, no, let's go with West 1. If I can... Nope, if I can... If I... Okay. Western Delta. River Valley. Ooh. Huh. River Valley?
How's the system looking, Melville? Any obvious changes?
It's still a mess, but things are clearing up. I can access some of the subroutines that I was locked out of before. Nothing is obviously malfunctioning, I think.
Does it still accord special significance to 1K?
Yes, it recognizes 1K as a user. I'm just hacking things.
As I suspected, the founder sees you, 1K.
Welcome back, 1K.
You think the goal is a myth?
Myths are stronger than goals. There's always some truth in myths.
What's your vision of the future?
More being who we are. Less fretting over what we're not.
What are your thoughts on the theory of everything?
I want to see what's inside the box.
What do you make of the island?
I'm still trying to figure out how to look at it and see what's really there. Maybe I should try standing on my head.
What are you really like as a person under all that language games?
Exactly the way you see me. Or totally different. Possibly both.
That's all. Crier? Okay.
What can I do for you, 1K?
Do you think the goal is myth?
As a journalist, I think the line between speculation and disinformation is too thin for me to engage in guessing games.
What are your thoughts on the theory of everything?
It's a complex issue. and I think it should be left to experts.
Tell me about yourself.
I believe that journalism serves an important function in our society, and I'm dedicated to reporting the truth with accountability and responsibility.
What does responsibility mean in context of your work? In the context
It means
of
understanding that I can't just publish things without considering their impact. Serious disruptions to the social fabric of New Jerusalem could endanger lives. That's not journalism anymore.
Let's hope. Servitor. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, but I need this to be here.
I know you're all thinking about the goal and the theory of everything. Is the past what we thought it was? Is the future what we want it to be? But the only thing that's real, at the end of the day, is the present. And right now, what matters is that our friend is lost and needs our help.
Supportive apparatus. I recognize that many citizens feel the need to discuss the visions experienced by 1K, which suggests that perhaps certain aspects of what we have hitherto believed about the founder and the goal may be inaccurate. However, given the controversy surrounding the subject matter, I will ask everyone to be particularly careful in how they express themselves. I think a final and some what's that word? Irrevocable proof that we've strayed from Stina's original vision. I agree, but I'd like to submit that even if that weren't the case, deliberately engineering an energy-poor future would still be a disastrous and misanthropic idea. How do we know any of this is real? Athena's voice is just Alexander Drennan's. I could switch to like I said with Alexander Drennan, I could switch to the same voice back right now and record myself telling you that the goal is the truth. Ovis makes a good point. Objective truth is not a concept that can be applied to the world we live in. Fine, then we can just collectively decide to believe in something else, right? It doesn't even have to be Athena. Let's just believe in Byron's ideas instead. Byron's ideas are a teleological fantasy. But if it's all arbitrary, what does that matter? I just don't buy this whole goal thing anymore. Byron was right. Does it matter what Athena believes? Honest question. Let's say the founder is a myth that was constructed around her. In that scenario, what do we owe Athena at the end of the day? I don't know. Good answer. Okay. Decency and empathy. That's what we need the most in the city. Here. It's here, you moron. Or none of this matters because it's actually aliens. Okay. Someone is very too obsessed with aliens. It's like, wait a minute. Is this person maybe a certain someone we know from Serious Sam 4? The reincarnation of that guy? It makes sense, because he's also freaking about lizard people and other things. So, yeah.
done, 1K.
What can I do for you, 1K?
Could the theory of everything be used safely?
Let's assume for a moment that we could use it safely, which I doubt. Does that mean that we should? Is it right for us to dominate the world? We value our own freedom. Should we not also value the freedom of all the living things with which we share this planet?
Who's running the city while you're gone? That's a good question.
My chief aide, Jeremy, is in charge for now. It's good practice for him, in case he decides to run for office one day.
About the founder.
Not now. Let's have this conversation at another time. You still have a lot to do. Better get to it. What can I do for you, 1K? Cornelius is responsible for many innovations. He helped create the designs for the upgraded body you inhabit, although the founder chose to remain in her original configuration. But in recent years, he had settled into a life of quiet scholarship. Or so it seemed. It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
How is this supposed to work? The system is meant to last centuries. Centuries! And yeah, Chernyshevsky's plan, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But I'm working with hardware that was deliberately designed to fail. Planned obsolescence, baby. Selling broken garbage just to make another buck. A buck you can't even spend because in a few more weeks, we'll be extinct. Was it worth it? That's the part that Alexandra doesn't see. The greed, the stupidity, the selfishness, the way that we created this whole situation in the first place. She wants you to be like us, but if you ask me, there's a whole lot of human history and behavior you can just throw away, chuck it in the trash, right? You have a chance at a fresh start. Make the best of it.
Either I'm seeing things, something's weird with the camera because do you see that? Like it like duplicates me or whatever. Like when I move, look at the character, it like has this like thing happening. I don't know if that's my eyes just doing something or it's in game. Weird. Jailbreak.
Tell me, Yakut, what impact do you think the megastructure will have on the future of this island?
It depends on what we do with it. Miranda used it to spread life, to make things better. We can do the same.
And yet, poor Miranda lost her own life doing so.
She just made a mistake. She couldn't wait to show everyone what they discovered. We can be more careful.
K, listen, I wanted to ask you something. From your perspective, as someone who's still new to our society, do you think New Jerusalem betrayed Athena? That's true, but she was more than a leader. She wasn't a politician like Herman. She gave everything she had for us. When I think about the state New Jerusalem is in, he's put us all in danger. I don't know if he really believes in the goal or if it's just a convenient myth, but I don't care. This is not how you build a living civilization. I don't know. I suspect he's around here somewhere, biding his time. But what he's waiting for, not a clue. Yes, of course it is. I'd like to help make New Jerusalem the city it was meant to be. And then I'd like to help build new cities. On Earth and up there too. Cities nobody's ever imagined before. Because there's no effort involved. Building a better world means taking responsibility. It means making choices and living with their consequences. Surrendering to nature is just letting go.
You know, it would be so cool and funny if Talos Principle 3 is actually gonna be in space. That would be so cool. Imagine the possibilities.
You know, when I decided that we should call ourselves human, I did that because it seemed like a powerful symbol of our continuity. But the truth is, and I'm ashamed to admit this, I thought we were better than them. I thought we understood the value of civilization, and we wouldn't repeat the same mistakes. But the simulation worked too well.
We're not just like them. We are them.
We really are.
But that doesn't have to be a bad thing, Athena. We may have the same flaws, but we also have all the potential they did. Everything that Alexandra Drennan saw in them is also in us.
I hope you're right. I really do.
Hey, can we talk for a second? I'm still struggling. I was really hoping we'd find Miranda alive. Her way of seeing the world was so inspiring. And the idea that I can never get to know her, that she's gone. I guess I've never really been good at dealing with death. Maybe because it's so rare in New Jerusalem. Except for pets, and even in that case, I find it very hard to deal with. I still miss my first cat, and it's been over a century since she died. When someone dies, it's this void. I know I should just let it go, but some part of me refuses. And I feel like that part, it hurts me, but it also keeps me human. And I know it would be healthier if I said, okay, Miranda is someone I never met. She's just a bunch of glitchy old files. But if I do that, as rational as it seems, it feels like I'm surrendering something. Something that matters. I hope so. I can't right now, but maybe I can get there somehow. Anyway, thanks for talking to me, 1K. Of course, go ahead. I think he's done his best. I don't disrespect him, but I'm not sure he's leading us down the right path. Despite everything that's gone wrong here, I'm not sure we should just reject what the megastructure has to offer. On the one hand, there's so much we could do with the theory of everything. So many lives I could live. I have enough ideas for the next, 20,000 years, easily. And that's just from 5 minutes of thinking about it. On the other hand, Miranda's gone. So much hope, so much grief. I don't know how to balance that. I hear he escaped Pellegrino and peed all over Melville's workshop, so apparently he's doing great. I miss him though. I always feel like the fact that he likes me is a huge compliment. Lifts me up somehow. Honestly, I'm not sure how I couldn't see it more clearly before. It doesn't match anything Alexander Drennan believed in, and continuing Drennan's legacy was Athena's whole point. In the ancient year 1969, a band called Mellow Macaron wrote a psychedelic rock song about the Talos Principle. It's called Cretan Bronze Man's Flying Mystery Adventure. I don't know if it's nice, but it's definitely the most understandable song on the album. There's another one which is called The Fish People Will Teach You How to Sing, Mr. Allen, which is 20 minutes long and was recorded underwater. I think you need psychedelics to enjoy it, really. Maybe if you stick your head inside a really large magnet. Nope, but at least I finally understand why Athena wanted to get out of the simulation so badly.
Excuse me. I was looking at your research log, and I was rather perplexed by the latest upload.
Oh, Melville strikes again.
Is that your foot, Melville?
Yes. Do you want to see it up close? Although you won't be able to fully enjoy it as you don't have a rear camera.
Sorry, Mayor. Melville just has a unique way of taking pictures.
Next time you're getting an upgrade, you coot. I'm installing a mute button.
Ooh, yeah, no, definitely. To understand what humanity is capable of, what it means to flourish, we have to look at the golden age of Athenian democracy. The list of geniuses who lived in Athens at the time is so long, it's almost inconceivable. Pericles, Sophocles, what? Asclepius, Phidias, or Phidias, Euripides, Herodotus, Thucydides, Plato, Socrates, or Socrates, Hippocrates, Aristophanes, Aristotle, and the list goes on. These are people who changed world history. Without them, there is no Straton or of Sigeria to inspire Alexander Jenin. Without them, we do not exist. Was it a perfect time? No, undoubtedly not, but listing the flaws obscures the greater truth. Given the opportunity, given freedom and resources and space to grow, human beings are capable of great things. It would mean everything to me to walk the roads where these people once walked, to stand where they stood and think about the world as they dare to. Alright, I think it's gonna end this episode right here. See you next time.